Today we're going to look at trip purpose in the Federal Highway Administration's National Household Travel Survey, or the FHWA NHTS. We'll look at trip purpose variables from 1983 to 2009, with a particular focus on the coding scheme that stayed consistent throughout that time period, which allows for analyzing trends over the years. Trip purpose on the NHTS was originally included in the survey to describe why travel occurs. For this reason, in the original purpose coding scheme we'll refer to as WHYTRP90, to home was not an option as a purpose for a given trip. Returning home was more of a function than an activity, so we initially looked at why a survey respondent had made the outgoing trip and assigned that purpose to the trip home. So as an example, if a person took one trip from home to work and a second trip from work to home, both trips would be classified as work trips. In later surveys, to home was eventually made available as an option for a separate purpose scheme. For more on that, check out the Expanded Trip Purposes module, linked here. Now let's take a look at this trip purpose variable, what we referred to as WHYTRP90. Even though there are various names for it over the years, it's available from 1983 to the most recent NHTS in 2009, which makes it the best variable for tracking trends in trip purposes over time. In 1983, the variable was named LPERP, while in 1990 it was called WHYTRP. In 1995, the name was changed to WHYTRP90, and it's retained that name in the 2001 and 2009 surveys. Here are the values for WHYTRP90. You can see that all common trip types are represented, with work, shopping, school and church, medical and dental, social recreational, and personal business trips serving as broadly defined trip purpose classifications. These categories still serve researchers well, but for some they simply weren't detailed enough, so in the 1995 survey the first effort toward providing finer detail, including the to-home trip, was made. In addition, a trip purpose coding scheme for use in the urban planning process is also included in most NHTS surveys. For more on those methods of classifying trip purpose, see the NHTS Academy videos linked here. We hope you've enjoyed our look at trip purpose in the FHWA NHTS. Thanks for watching.